So let's first define Arduino, because it's very important to know what Arduino is all about before going into other things. So let's define Arduino. So what is Arduino? Arduino is a prototype open source platform which is based on an easy to use hardware and software. Understand? So Arduino consists of a circuit board which have a microcontroller in it, and also which can be programmed by already made software known as Arduino IDE, and it stands for Integrated Development Environment. So, and it is also used to write and upload the code to the physical board. Another thing we will bear in mind is to know the key functions of Arduino, because it's very important to know the key functions of Arduino, what you can use Arduino to do, and that is what I'm going to state out here. So what are the key functions of Arduino, or the key features of Arduino? 1. Arduino board are able to read analog and digital input signal from different sensors and turn it into output. Arduino does not need an external piece of hardware called programmer. Some other microcontroller use what they call programmer before you can program it, but Arduino does not need a programmer to program it. Another thing is that Arduino IDE uses a simplified version of C++ to make it easier to learn how to program the microcontroller. And another one also is that Arduino provides a standard form that breaks the functions of a microcontroller. I repeat, Arduino provides a standard form that breaks the functions of a microcontroller, meaning that Arduino makes it easier for user to program a microcontroller using a simplified function that going into a microcontroller datasheet. Because if you want to program other microcontrollers, like PIC microcontrollers, before you can give any instruction, you must know the register of that microcontroller. But Arduino has made it simple for us to use a function, a simplified function, to talk to the microcontroller. Another thing about Arduino is that Arduino has many varieties of, or I will say Arduino comes in different types, and I'm going to list it out, and the voltage they operate in and the frequency they operate in. So the first one is the popular one we know is the Arduino Uno, which operates at 16 megahertz, and the voltage it takes is 5 volts. Then the other one is Arduino Nano, and they are making use of Atmega microchip, which operate at the same frequency, 16 megahertz at 5 volts. Then we have another one called Arduino Micro. That one makes use of Atmega 32U4. That is the type of microcontroller it uses. Then we have Arduino Mega, which also use Atmega 2560 family of a microcontroller. Understand? And also we have Arduino Pro Micro, which makes use of Atmega 32U4, the same with the other microchip, but this one is Pro. The other one is ordinary micro, but this one is Pro. They are making use of the same microcontroller, and they are operating at 16 megahertz at 5 volts. The last but not the least is Arduino Ethernet. That one is making use of Atmega 328. So it's making use of the same microcontroller with Arduino Uno. Arduino Uno is making use of Atmega 328P. So that is all about introduction of Arduino and the explanation. Then we'll go further to explain the board and things inside the board, and also the IDE. So that will be coming up next.